So let's say your name is John. John meets a beautiful and kind woman, and things are going great between the two of them. But there is something strange about the relationship that made him wonder if she is using him. Even though John cares deeply about her, he's doubtful about what she wants. Some days she does everything she can to show him how much she loves him, and other days she acts like he doesn't exist. If this sounds like you and you have strong feelings for your partner, it may be hard to think about and then decide if she is using you. Some people may be good at persuasion, but some signs can help you figure out what's really going on. 1. You pay all her bills. I don't mean you can't treat your girl or pay for some of her bills sometimes. If the situation calls for it, you end up paying for everything every time you two go out. When you go on a date, you always pick up the tab. You pay for her clothes if you go shopping. When you go on vacation, you must pay for your plane tickets and hotel accommodations. She even asks you to pay her phone bills while making ridiculous excuses. While it is acceptable to occasionally pay for your girlfriend, keep in mind that a relationship is a partnership, and the two of you should be on equal footing. If you have been paying all of her bills until now, it is a clear indication that she is taking advantage of you. 2. She only comes to you when she requires assistance. When she is doing well, she completely ignores your texts and calls, insults you, or is rude to you. Even if she is available, she is uninterested in meeting you and tells you she needs her space. When she needs something, her demeanor shifts. She becomes friendly, compliments you, and tries to sweet-talk you. While it is natural to seek each other's assistance, relying on the other person to meet all of your needs indicates exploitation. If you have the impression that she only comes to you when she needs something, she may be taking advantage of you. 3. She plays with your emotions. A manipulator in a relationship is only concerned with satisfying their whims and needs. They are self-centered and unconcerned about their partner's feelings. A woman who uses you manipulates and controls your actions to achieve her goals. You could be persuaded to do things you don't agree with, and she could try to emotionally blackmail you. Even if she makes mistakes, she will point the finger at you and force you to apologize. She may also withhold sex or use it as a prize to force you to comply with her demands. Manipulators are known for playing the victim, gaslighting, and guilt-tripping. This is an example of a toxic relationship that is unlikely to change. 4. Everything she does is on her terms. A woman who is taking advantage of you will do everything on her terms. She will dismiss your thoughts because you're merely a means to an end. She will do things that make her happy regardless of how happy you are. If she wants to go to a specific restaurant for dinner, she will insist on going there. All of your dates and outings will be determined by her preferences. You have plans, but she wants to go out with her friends. She will abandon you or persuade you to give in to her demands. You will always be the one who has to compromise in such a relationship. 5. She expects expensive items. A girl who is interested in your money will expect you to give her expensive gifts. She will not be satisfied with small romantic tokens, such as flowers, and will expect you to buy her expensive and branded items. For example, she may demand Louis Vuitton shoes and refuse to accept a reasonably priced pair of heels. She will frequently make you feel guilty or bad about yourself for not giving her what she desires. If receiving gifts is one of her love languages, it is natural for her to occasionally request gifts. However, if your woman has never-ending demands and expects expensive items that are out of your price range, she is taking advantage of you. 6. She disregards your requirements. Your girlfriend is unavailable whenever you need someone to cry on. Even if you are ill, she does not offer to care for you. She may send encouraging messages, but she does not personally assist. You only get excuses from her. When you complain to her about something, she either ignores you, changes the subject, or tells you to stop. You must, however, listen as she wishes to vent or seeks assistance. If your girlfriend ignores your needs and abandons you in difficult situations, this is a major red flag. 7. You are a choice, not a necessity. You will not be a priority for a woman who is taking advantage of you. She will only come to you if she has no other choice or if she needs something from you. You may have to compete for her attention and time indefinitely. If you ask her to spend more time with you, she may say she is too busy or has other commitments. However, if no one else is available, she may expect you to cancel your plans and meet up with her. She may also make plans with you only to cancel at the last minute if something more interesting comes up. 8. Your friends have not warmed up to her. Sometimes, your best friends see things that you might not. They see her from the outside and can tell her true nature before you can. Do your friends dislike your girlfriend? Have they tried to caution you about her? Do they think she's taking you for a ride? If they think she's using you, it's probably because she is. She has you in her grip, so you might not notice, but your friends won't be fooled by her fake charm. If she realizes your friends are trying to help you, she might try to alienate you from them. And if she does that, then my friends, you have a narcissistic woman on your hands. Luckily, we have a video on that right here, but keep watching, you definitely will want to hear the rest. 9. She avoids introducing you to her friends and family. My ex and I dated for over 2 years, and she never once introduced me to her family, even though they lived in the same city as we did at the time. A girl who is genuinely into you would happily introduce you to her friends and family. She would want the world to know you two are together. But you're not very important to a girl who only wants to use you. You are just someone who is fulfilling her needs at the moment. When she gets what she wants from you, she moves on. Introducing you to her friends or family wouldn't help her out at all. It would also be risky because she might worry that someone would tell you something embarrassing about her. If you keep asking her, she might give you weak reasons why she can't. Even if you run into them, she would introduce you as her friend and not her boyfriend. 10. She always brings up one of your friends. People sometimes start dating someone to get closer to a friend. People like this will hang out with you while they get to know your friend, then leave you once they've reached their goal. Does your woman talk about a certain friend of yours out of the blue? Is she enthusiastic to know more about him? Does she insist on going with you even though she knows she'll get to see your friend? Have you seen her trying to be extra friendly with him? And does she seem to ignore you when he is around? If you answer yes to all of these questions, it's likely that she's interested in your friend, not you, and is just using you to get close to him. This is a terrible way to spend time with someone. 11. You're not an important part of her life. If a woman is into you, you would have a special place in her life, and she would try to make you a part of all the key moments in her life. On the other hand, a girl who only uses you wouldn't change anything to make room for you. She would not inform you about the important happenings in her life, and you might come to know about them from a third person or through social media. Your Instagram might be full of her pictures, but she would avoid posting about you. 12. You always feel tired and worried. In your relationship, if whatever you do is never enough for her, it can make you feel drained and anxious. You try to make your woman happy and show her how much you love her, but nothing seems to work. It is exhausting to always run to her aid and never get anything in return from her. Also, being nagged, playing mind games, or being manipulated can be very bad for your mental health. Men's mental health has historically been overlooked. Surveys from all over the world show that men are more likely to kill themselves than women and are less likely to talk about their mental health. So if any woman is impacting your mental health in a negative way, get out. We have a video on how to do just that right here. See you in the next one, Kings. Love you all and bye for now.